So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Matheus Cunha, in with the challenge. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Eze. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot charging forward down that flank. Eze showing great feet there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Diogo Dalot drives forward on the overlap. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's intervened well there. Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Oh, that's a waste.
Sure, we'll have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Zubimendi.
That's going in strongly.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. He's not got that quite right. Ahmad driving forward, looking here to chip it through. And that has been cleared. Rice, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's straight offside. Ahmad. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Diogo Dalot. Not the most accurate pass. 30 minutes gone. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's found a way past. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Shaw. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot tries making a foray down the right. That's a throw. Menu stood his ground strongly. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's good running with the ball. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. And Madueke thinks about the shot. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eze does well to get it back. Played into space.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
1 minute added time.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the pass is intercepted. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Timber. Subimendi. Well, they've got it again. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to snatch it back. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's had a shot! Madueke receives it in. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0.
you couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Casemiro. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
The attendance for this
Madueke charging forward, the ball at his feet. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Decent hit from there. Zubimendi. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Good ball, good take.
Matheus Cunha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great ball if he can get there. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Shaw gets a good foot in there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they win it back again.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Maguire gets over and intercepts. He's looking wide. That is ended up in no man's land. Maguire calmly anticipates. And it's Rice. And that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Foot in, tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that is a routine catch. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Zubimendi. Timber. Now it's Eze.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Maguire cuts it out. Ahmad. And he was quick to react. Looking to play him in. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested